Hi, my name is Fola Oke, and welcome to the show, Open Your Heart with Fola Oke. Today, I'm going to be talking about greatness, and greatness is the ability to do great, powerful things and contribute to the society by fulfilling purpose. Um, a lot of us every day we wake up and sleep and we go out to work doing the same routine over and over and over again. But have you sat down to think about your purpose in life? But first, let me introduce someone to you. His name is God. And God created us because one way or the other, we were conceived and we lived through the pregnancy of 9 months and we came to the earth. We became babies running around and we grew up to a certain stage that we had to have responsibilities by going to school, by talking to teachers, by learning how to live in a society. But then there comes a time when you have to think, what am I going to do on earth? What has God placed in my heart to do? First of all, God, who a lot of people live their life just here, not thinking that there's a powerful being who has designed your life for you. And this God I want to introduce to you is the I am that I am, the King of Kings, the one who made all things. If you look at the animals, they have a pattern at which they live. If you look at the birds, they have a method of surviving, a method of breathing, a method of living. If you look at even the ants that walk on the floor, you see they have a pattern, they have plans. Even the bees have a queen and they have ways of creating life within themselves. And who has created these laws? Who is the person who is sitting above all these things? Don't you think we as humans should think there's someone who has all the authorities and all the powers and all the strength to make things happen? Let's look at the waterfall, for example. When we see a waterfall, we think of water. Water, water, water. When you take water in your cup, all you see is something liquid and transparent. And imagine the powers of waterfall. Imagine how many gallons of water that has to overflow every day, every minute, every hour, thousands of years. I'm not talking about just one day and the water stops flowing. I'm talking about thousands of years that we've been on earth. I'm talking about creation itself. If you think about how creation works and the power of waterfall, you yourself will sit back and know there has to be laws that governs our life. We as a people, we as a society, you as a human being. The powers of waterfall, just the thunders of the amount of the rush of water, the way it flows, is like the sound of God's voice. You have to look within and you have to set a place for yourself to meditate, to talk to this God, to say, who am I? What is my name? Even if my parents gave me my name, what is my purpose on earth? How can I impact my generation? How can I leave a footprint on earth? Just like the waterfall flows with thousands of gallons of water and no one can actually calculate the amount of water it is. That's how your life is. How do I overflow with nourishment and fulfillment and touch everyone that comes close to you as human? How do you impact life? Do you frustrate people rather than make people happy? What is your purpose? Are you supposed to be a blessing to people? Are you supposed to do great and wonderful things, leave a footprint on earth and shake people's life and bring joy out of them? What is your purpose? Look within and seek out the greatness in you. There's sometimes we sit down in depression, in sinking within us, not being able to come out. But if you think about your life is more than you, your life is full of greatness. If you think that God in heaven created your life to be more supreme and to be great, you will know that Ha! Depression is just a small thing. You will shake out yourself and pull out mentally strong and have the ability to fulfill purpose. You think about all the things you can do. Am I going to help the foster kids? What can I do to make someone happy? Can I help the homeless? That way you seek out greatness in you. And this way we can have a better world. This way we can leave a wonderful footprint for every wonderful person out there. And our children will be grateful to us because we're going to be happy at the end of the day. Don't just come to this world and live through it. Wake up every morning, go to work, wake up every morning, come back home, eat, sleep, same routine every day. Get yourself out of the systematic place and set yourself up for greatness. You can do wonderful things. Today, men are going to the moon and finding out great and wonderful things. What is your purpose? What are you here on earth to do? If you look at a spider, for example, a spider can set up his ways of ability of living, and we just walk past them and we don't even know how powerful and systematic calculation of maths that they do to even lay a nest. Think about how they live. If you look at how a spider is very calculative, how can a very tiny being that we do not even see close to us as a giant can calculative achieve so much in even less than 24 hours? See how powerful you are. You are powerful. You are great. You are a strong person mentally, physically. Never let anyone pull you down. No matter the place you meet yourself, set yourself for greatness. Have a plan. Right. Have a plan, write, and then pray to God. Meditate with Him. Sit yourself in a quiet place and listen to the inner voice in you and let Him speak to you. Let Him guide you. Let Him strengthen you. And that way, when you go out, you fulfill purpose. And your life will not just be a life that passes away. Your name will be written in the books. Your name will be written in a place where they will say, did you set your footprint on earth? You say, yes, I did. And your children will be grateful. Your children will be thankful. When they mention your name on earth, your children will be happy to be a part of them. If we as humans live this way, there'll be less crime. There'll be less hate. There'll be less violence. And there'll be less greed. What is greed? Greed is the way we think about hurting each other. One way or the other, being selfish. And you will not be selfish. All you will think about love is love for you will come together with greatness. And that way you will be fulfilled. I looked at, I was passing by the road and they had dug the floor, and it was like 6 feet height. 6 feet tall, I would say. And when I looked at it, I realized that this life is actually very meaningless, except we actually add God to it. When you take your life and you put God into it, you bring it together, you're going to fulfill great things. That even when you leave this earth at the end of the day, your life will not just be someone who just passed away and just went into the ground 6 feet short. Your life will make meaning. It will be meaningful. It will be powerful, and it will be loving. And you yourself, your spirit man will be happy and you'll be fulfilled. And every day of your life will be filled of fulfillment. And to our parents, I speak to you today. I know that a certain stage of your life, you feel, oh, I'm old enough. I've passed through university days. I've lived through my 40s. I've lived through my 50s. You can still achieve more for us by being a set of advisors. For us, the younger ones, talk to your children, advise them. Even if your children are in their 30s and in their 40s, show them that they can live a better life. Show them that they can lay better example, and show them that they can be strong and they can do great. To us, our wonderful generation who are breeding the younger generation, you are a parent as well, and you are out there. Trust me, you're doing great, but guess what? You can do greater. for children not to partake in crimes. You can lay down a foundation for them to do great. You can show them God and the powers and the wonders of God. Don't just live through life. Experience it. Look at the waters. Look at how the fishes swim blamelessly. No one has to teach a fish how to swim. No one has to teach a bird how to fly. Seek the greatness in your children and help them develop it. And so at the end of the day, they will not be criminals. They'll be wonderful citizens of the world. And they'll be loving children, and they'll be full of greatness. Because our children are going to teach the next generation about greatness. So today, I also come back to you to know God. Seek who the author and the finisher of our life is. Seek for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Through the Holy Spirit, it lives with us. Every day that we sleep and we wake up, He is with us. It lives with us. It actually speaks to us. It talks to us. We hear Him in a certain way, one way or the other. If you look at the sky, you see the way the sky changes. There is day and there is night. The laws of gravity. There's so many laws that governs this earth. We just have to acknowledge that God is real. Bring God and love together, and your life is going to be fulfilled. And the promises of the living God will be laid down for you. And that way you can fulfill purpose. And you shall grow higher and higher and higher and higher, taller and taller and taller and taller, in prosperity, in good health, in fulfillment. And you will not be worried anymore. Instead, you will be happy and joyful. And you will be thankful for a wonderful life you've lived. Thank you for this show. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for being a part of my life. And that way, I can also fulfill purpose and I can live my greatness as well. I hope you enjoyed this show today. Thank you very much. My name is Fola once again. Bye.